Hi guys, so this is going to be a sketchbook tour video. I recently finished this moleskin sketchbook that I got, I think, a year ago. I decorated it with some stickers on the outside because I like stickers. This one is actually one of mine. I designed this sticker. I got all these from Redbubble. Except for this one. This was obviously from the Ball State Police Department. But yeah, all the rest of these, oh, this one too. This one is actually from Organic Playing Card Company, which is the playing card company that I designed for, and this is from our Squeezers deck. But yeah, other than that, I've got just some more stickers, little Studio Ghibli stickers. Love Sokka. So we'll get into the actual sketchbook then. So right here, this is my first page. I have a couple pen testing areas, a few more stickers, and this is just the date that I estimated when I started the sketchbook, and when I finished it was actually 2 days ago. So on this first page here, since it's kind of hard to open all the way because of the way the binding is, this first page I just wrote down a whole bunch of drawing prompts, ideas, most of them from Pinterest because I'm obsessed with Pinterest, and also most of them I've never used because I forget they're there all the time. I know, great plan. But this was my first page in my sketchbook. This was, I'm a huge fan of Tomatka, I think is how you say her name. But I love her art style, so these are all kind of me trying to draw something similar to that. So just a bunch of random sketches. This girl, she just looks like a scarecrow to me. I don't know why. She just does. This was drawing kind of more like Sarah Faber. She does a lot of really cute drawings like that. And then these are just some more random sketches, a couple little thumbnails that I never really got around to finishing up. These are a couple more things that they're just kind of here. And then here we've got a little cat sketch, and there's my cat. Whoops. And then over here we have a sketch kind of Starfire from Teen Titans. Never finished that, so this is just my bookmark from, I hide it in this page because otherwise my cat will chew on it. As you can see, it has been chewed on. And this is actually one of my friend Michaela. She loves koalas, so I decided to draw her with a koala. This next page, we've got one of my friend Lacey, who is an author. She has a novel, it's amazing, but she also loves Starbucks, so I decided to draw her with her Starbucks in a bookshop, like a Barnes & Noble, you know, they have Starbucks in there, working on her novel. This was a redraw of an old piece of artwork of mine from like 10 years ago. Let me see if I can find the first one. Alright, so here is the one I drew in 2009, so you can see I've improved a little bit. But I tried to keep her outfit as much of the same as I could. I did change a few things just because I thought this was kind of boring. There's that. This next page was me playing with galaxy watercolors, or making galaxies with watercolors, because I like them. They're fun. I can work on this area a bit and make it more, I don't know, give it some more shadows, texture, just more detail. This is just a random page of a couple of sketches I did while I was at work, just on post-it notes. And then, see, this one was what inspired this one. And then this one kind of inspired this one. I don't know how well you can see it because it's in pink lead. But I wasn't happy with that one, so I never finished it. This is more inspired by Tomatka because I love her. I was playing the game Ori at the time on the Xbox, and it was not going well. I was not very good at video games, and so my boyfriend was kind of making fun of me. He was like, you know, there's a 6-year-old that can beat this in just a couple hours, and yeah, so I decided to kind of sketch that out. And then this was one that I initially drew this one without any reference whatsoever. I don't know what I was thinking with her hair. We're not going to talk about that. And then I redrew it using a reference and, you know, actually trying with her hair and face, apparently. And I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Now we've got more Tomatka. This is actually one of her drawings that I just redrew, like, exactly as close as I could, so I could kind of get the feel for her style. So this is not mine, this belongs to Tomatka. And then, yeah, a couple more sketches. Drew a cat. You're a cat. And yeah, I really like this girl. I might redraw her, because I just really like her concept, like little warrior girl. Here I've just got some goals I wrote down. I think I'm doing pretty good on them. We've got a face under here that's not a great face. This one I was listening to a lot of AJR at the time, and so I was like, I'm gonna write some song lyrics around this girl, and so I did. And she was just, I think these were both just like Pinterest references. Maybe she wasn't, but she definitely was. Here we've got, again, my boyfriend. This isn't what he looks like, really, but it was just kind of inspired by him. He took a design class, just so he could get the credits that he needed. He's a computer science major, so he doesn't do design things, but it took him a lot longer than he thought he would, and I was just kind of like, see, it's not that easy, because he makes fun of me a lot. He's like, well, your major is so much easier than mine, and it is, but it still takes some work. This was day 1 of Inktober. I really wish I hadn't put this purple outline around her, because I don't really like it now, but overall, I think she was a cool character. And here we have day 2 of Inktober. I'm really happy with this one. I don't remember what any of these prompts were, actually. This one might have been like poison? I don't remember. I should have written them down. This one might have been tranquil. And then this was day 3, which was burned, I think. And I couldn't really think of anything I wanted to draw, but then I was like, Charmander is, you know, he's got his little fire tail, so he's all about the fire, so I'll just draw Charmander, because he's technically burning all the time. And then this was day 4. I honestly can't remember what the prompt was, but I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I have not yet colored it. I've tried digitally to color it a couple times and it just hasn't turned out how I wanted. I also never finished the background. So maybe one day I'll get back to it, but probably not, because I also like how it looks black and white. This was day 5, and the prompt was chicken, so I drew a chicken standing on a guy's head, because I can. This is day 6, which was drooling, and day 7, which I don't remember the prompt, but this is me and a cat, because I like cats. They're great. I also love dogs, which is right. I drew some dogs, but cats are the best. This was an Inktober one. This was an Inktober one. I feel like this was an Inktober one, but honestly, I can't remember. This one, it was kind of like a vent sketch. it was a rough couple of months right then. But I am happy with how it turned out. This was just our OPC orange from our Squeezers deck, kind of like we've got on the cover here, but I did it for Inktober. Then just a quick sketch of kind of a, I don't know, worried looking guy. And then I'm really happy with this one. And this is pretty much what my cat looks like. He's actually got some little like white like football player stripes under his eye, but yeah, that's basically what he looks like. I mean, you saw him jump up here. But I love him so much. His name is Zemi. Here's some more Inktober sketches. That was Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, whose head is drawn way too big, but I just kind of left it. This guy, I liked his face a lot, so I drew him again over here. But this was an Inktober sketch, kind of creepier, Halloween-like. This girl was from a Pinterest reference, and then these ones I just kind of added because I was like, she'll be at a Halloween party, kind of a creepy girl. But yeah, her name is Sarah. These are also Inktober. I don't remember if this is Inktober or not, but like I said, he was just a redraw of that dude. Who my friend Lacey, the author, named him Derek. I decided he's a mechanic. He's 26. He's 6'2". But yeah, this is about as far as his character design ever went. Maybe I'll come back to him because I like his design a lot. And here, yeah, just some Inktober whales. I think the prompt was, it must have been whale, and then I drew a narwhal because they're the unicorns of the sea. This was, I got an anatomy book, and so I just kind of went through and like sketched some things out from it, kind of learned what I could. I think the biggest thing I took away from it was this right here, was that eyes are not symmetrical. They actually kind of have that sort of a line going on so that they bulge here and not just like straight through the middle. So that was nice. I think I learned something from that. A couple more sketches from that book. This is a sticker from the company that helps us print our playing cards. It's called Riffle Shuffle. So yeah, that's where we sell organic playing cards through at the moment, although we are working on our own website, so we will be separate from Riffle Shuffle. I can't talk. Here we have a sketch of Raven from Teen Titans because I love Teen Titans so much. I actually posted her on YouTube as a digital speed paint, so I just went ahead and scanned her in to my iPad and painted over her digitally. I was pretty happy with how she turned out. This is a sketch of Derek and one of my other characters, Annette, who I haven't drawn in a really long time. And then just a couple cats and this devil guy, because why not? And Bob's Burgers. I decided to draw them like the kids in my own style because I was watching Bob's Burgers, and I love Bob's Burgers, especially Louise reminds me so much of my little sister. Not in like a, my sister's not crazy. I mean, she is, but like not Louise crazy. It could be worse. But yeah, she reminds me of my sister, so I really wanted to draw her, and then I just decided to draw the other kids as well. This was, I think, around November I drew these. I was watching Charlie Brown and I was like, I'm gonna try to draw them in a different style. So this is Linus and Sally and Linus. And you know, she loves him so much, and he's kind of like, what? So I drew them. Wasn't super happy with them, but they're here. A couple Pokemon. Got Pikachu, Jigglypuff, because why not? And then a Halloween pumpkin kid holding a pumpkin. Yeah. I don't know what this was. it kind of turned out a little bit creepy, like a creepy doll. But yeah. And then I drew Medusa. I really wanted to draw her snake hair, and it was really fun to draw. These next couple pages are just a whole bunch of sketches from Pinterest references, so nothing really special, just kind of practicing faces and poses. Yeah, so nothing crazy. I was really happy with how she turned out though, and then not very happy with how he turned out. I drew her and then him, and I was like, how did this happen? And then this was, I watched a video on drawing like angles, faces at angles. And it was kind of like drawing a piece of paper and then you add their face, and I don't really use this method, but it was something to try. I didn't like it that much personally. I mean, I can link the video down below and you like go check it out. Maybe it'll help you. It didn't really help me, but it was nice to know. This was a sketch I did for like a thumbnail for a bigger painting. And so were these. My friend Lacey she has an internship in DC. She's working at the Department of State, and so kind of as a going away present, I decided to draw her a sloth in DC because she is obsessed with sloths. And then we just have a sketch of Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. I didn't have an eraser handy while I drew her, so she's kind of a mess. And then that was supposed to be Jon Snow, but he didn't happen. And then it's just like a warrior girl. I was really happy with her flowy hair. Her pose I think is really neat. Maybe I'll draw her digitally, we'll see. And then this was when I discovered Minomikimad. God, I can't say her name. I'll link her down below, but she has absolutely amazing sketches. I love all her characters. They're amazing. She's amazing. But so I started to kind of draw more in that kind of a style, more influenced by her. And then so I did this, was I think from Pinterest, and then I did end up painting this big one because I'd already drawn it, but I was a lot happier with this type of pose. I feel like it was just more dynamic, like it's more interesting than this one, but like I said, I'd already drawn this one big, so I just painted that one. This was again inspired by that artist whose name I can't pronounce, I'm so sorry. But so I just kind of started doing faces a little bit more like her. And this was right after I'd watched Fantastic Beasts and a whole lot of Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter. I think I was rereading it at the time. So he's got his scarf. He's not Harry Potter, but he's just kind of like inspired by that kind of setting, I guess. So yeah, just a couple of expressions with him. And then I found her on Pinterest. And I was like, I'm gonna redraw her, but I wasn't happy with how I redrew her either. And then just Misty from Pokemon. And this other girl from Pinterest. This is a very empty page. And then another girl with a sword. Luna Lovegood. I don't know. This was from a Grease picture on Pinterest. I've never seen Grease, but I really wanted to draw her shiny leather pants. And so I did. I just gave her different hair, kind of a different face. This was Daenerys Targaryen again, because she's amazing. And I actually did her as a speed paint too. Not on YouTube, but just on Instagram. And then this other girl is here. And just a sketch of a girl in a swing, and yeah, this one I was really happy with how it turned out. It was the first like full painting I'd done in a while. So yeah, this is kind of somewhere between Tomatka and Minamiki Male. I need help. So yeah, this is me like starting to combine their styles more and kind of see what I like add my own stuff in. So and just a whole bunch of sketches. This was inspired by Lavender Town. It's a lot sharper than she is. It's like somewhere between Lavender Town and Tim Burton, but she was fun to draw. I love how Lavender Town does her eyes. They're always so interesting. And then just this cute little like dragon lizard character. He almost looks like a bunny in that picture. I don't know. I was just having fun. This one, I don't know, I love this one. I don't know why it came out so dark and disturbing, but you know what? I think it looks great, and that's what matters. And then this is me sketching Jane. That's not Jane from Firefly, but I love that episode with the song, The Man They Call Jane. It's my favorite. I love Firefly. So here he is. And then just some more like Pinterest reference sketches, and this one was inspired by Kimi Art. I think that's how you say her name. I need artists whose name I can pronounce. She does very like anime like looking characters. I wasn't really happy with how this one turned out. I think it's too dark. I think it would have been better digital, but I just got way too muddy with the watercolor, so oops. And this was when I hit 100 followers on Instagram, which I know isn't a lot, but I was really happy about it. So this is actually me and my now fiance, Timmy, who is very tall and very nerdy. But I love him anyway. And this was just drawn from something on Pinterest. Mostly just the poses. I kind of changed everything else about them. But yeah, I just thought they were cute. Like going out, taking pictures, being in love. So there's that. Part of a draw this in your style that I just never finished. I wasn't happy with how it turned out. And these are sketches of some characters that I wrote. Like I had a novel back in high school that I never really finished. So I just kind of sketched him out a little bit, and he doesn't look how I want him to look, so I'll probably redraw him. This one I love. Oof. I love this one so much. I'm not sure what inspired me, but I, by this point, gotten a lot better at painting galaxies in watercolor. And I don't know, I love this one. It turned out so good. It's like my only full like page spread, full spread painting. I don't know. But it turned out so good. Very happy with it. And then just some more sketches. I was like, hey, I haven't used my blue and pink lead in a long time, so I'm gonna use some of that. And so I did a couple thumbnails. Wasn't really happy with any of them. I think I'm gonna go back to it because I really like the idea. No one cares unless you're pretty or dead. I'm just like a queen over here. And this is when I accidentally designed my character, Roxy, named from Instagram. Well, the follower on Instagram named her, and Buggy, this is Buggy. But so I did this little sketch right here. It was supposed to be kind of like a fairy sitting on a flower, and then I was like, I'm gonna try to draw her again. So I drew her like over here, but she kind of came out as an alien girl, like a tough, badass alien girl. And then I drew her again, and again, and again, and I just really liked her for some reason. She's just a whole lot of fun to draw. So if you look at my Instagram, I have a whole bunch of digital paintings of her as well. This was right after I'd finished Legend of Korra. I decided to just kind of take like one of their drawings and just completely redraw it, kind of like the same thing I did with pull what I could from that style because I really like it, and I think the best way for me to decide what I like about a style is to just kind of draw in it. Even if it's just like completely copying it, and this is completely copied, this is not mine at all. I just wanted to see what I could learn from drawing something in that style. And whoops, then we have a whole bunch of nude models. Well, they're not all nude, but I just found a website for artists that I'll link down below. And it just, you set your time on it, it'll give you like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and you can just use that time and really quickly sketch out whatever image comes up. And so that's what I was doing over here as well. And then this was me trying to draw Roxy in more of an avatar style, but as you can see, I basically did the same pose, and I wasn't really happy with how she turned out from that. I have drawn her in more of an avatar style, like sketched her digitally, and those turned out a lot better. But yeah, and just a little sketch over here. I rewatched Disenchantment, one of those, and decided to do some fan art. So this is kind of more in an avatar style. I got partially through painting this, as you can see, and then decided I wanted to color it digitally. So I scanned it in, and I have the finished painting on my Instagram. And this was just, I had this empty area over here. I'm like, I'm gonna color it black and draw in white. So I did. And then this is more kind of avatar things, and then this is me taking those avatar things, like stylistic things, and sort of putting them into my own drawing. And again, I accidentally created a character I really like, and her name is Tabitha. She's an artist. So this is me starting to sort of get back into almost Tamika style. But yeah, things are just, this book is all over the place in terms of style. And this is Tabitha again. I don't know what's up with her face. This I sketched out. It was inspired by Brandon Sanderson's book, Firefight. It's set in like Manhattan, but if Manhattan was flooded, and there's a whole bunch of like glowy spray paint and mystical plants everywhere. So I was like, I'm gonna draw that because it sounds really awesome. So I sketched it out here and I scanned it in, but I have not yet colored it digitally because I hate drawing buildings so much. And then these are inspired by Serva, I can't say his name either, but one of the artists I follow on Instagram. He draws in a lot of blue and pink lead, and so I decided to do something more scribbly. This one was from a reference on Pinterest. This one was just one I scribbled out, and it kind of looks like something, like the blue and pink are inspired by Serva, but the actual character is more inspired by Audra Claire. So yeah, just a couple of random scribbles, a couple more random scribbles, also inspired by those artists with some shiny pen. And that is the end of the sketchbook. Again, I didn't use these pages because they don't lie flat. This is just a free sticker I got from Redbubble when I ordered my other stickers. And then some more prompts and business cards, a really old drawing from middle school, probably 10 years ago. It's very old, but yeah, I kept that in there because I was going to redraw it, and I have not yet redrawn it. So that has been my sketchbook tour. Ooh. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm about to So I've actually already started. I'll show you this sketchbook, which is one I decorated a while ago and did a couple of drawings in, but nothing I finished, so I've already written the date I started it in there. And then, yeah, just a couple sketches. I'll give you a sneak peek. These are some that I just did yesterday. So yeah, this is my new sketchbook. This is the one I just finished. So stay tuned for sketchbook tour number 2, which will come eventually. Alright, bye.